from Micheline, and this is vlog number 2. This week I'm going to be showing you some of the patterns that I have. Some I haven't done, some I have done, and I just thought I'd quickly do a talk through of each of the patterns that I've got and see if there's anything that you might be interested in that you may want to get. Most of my patterns are Vogue, Butterick and New Look and one birder. I'll go through them all and I'll let you see whether you may find that there's something that might appeal to you as well. Some I've made up, some I haven't, and I'll talk to you about them. First one is a Vogue pattern, which is 9202, which I actually mentioned in my first vlog. I made the dress, I made that one, but I made it all in one plain colour, and I made 2 versions of it, and in vlog 1 you'll be able to see what the 2 versions are. I thought it was rather a nice pattern. It goes up at the front but goes down at the back, and this I mentioned this in my in vlog 1. The up at the front seems very nice, but the down at the back, I just didn't feel it was comfortable. It didn't feel like it was, because it wasn't sitting on the waist. I felt there was a bit of bagginess above it, and so I loved it, but I thought that it would have been nicer if maybe it went up at the back as well as up at the front, so you had this curve up at the front and the back. But that's a Vite 9202. It's an easy facile or facile pour les Français. Sorry, I'm going into a bit of French there. I'm half French, that's why. And it was a lovely pattern to do. Very nice. Uses jersey, I believe. Crepes, tweeds, ponte knit, linen blend. So you can use stretch and unstretchables. So it's quite a nice one to do. I quite fancy doing that one again in the 2 versions, in the 2 colours like that. Perhaps I haven't decided what colour schemes to do, but I would like to do that again. That is a lovely pattern, well worth trying. One I did, and I mentioned in my first vlog, it's a B6164, lovely pattern for young girls with slim figures. I didn't feel it was a pattern for me. I'm slightly larger in size. I'm a size 16. When I buy off the shelf, sometimes I have to make an 18 or a 20 in pattern sizes. But the one I did was this one. It's very lovely, a lovely pattern. I won't go into too much detail about it because I do mention it in my vlog number 1. If you want to go and check up vlog number 1, you'll find out what I thought of it. Very flattering in some ways, not in other ways, especially for me who's got a big bust. It's not the kind of thing that I would wear, that I'm keen on with a big bust. But yeah, I'm sure you would enjoy that. That's a lovely pattern. Another one I mentioned in my first vlog was a V9149, another Vogue one. The one I did was that one, but I made the hem straighter across. I wasn't so keen on the slanted hem. And when I'd made it, I wasn't enamoured at first by the sleeves, because the sleeves, if you look at the sleeves, the shoulders are very narrow and the sleeves are big. The sleeves start from about there and go out instead of starting on the shoulder. And at first I didn't feel comfortable with that, but when I saw myself I filmed myself to see what it looked like, and I looked back at it and I actually thought it was quite nice. So it almost went in the charity bag, but then I decided to fish it out and keep a hold of it. On my first vlog was this pattern, not a very pretty packet. It's a Vogue 8636. It's the one I did had the buttons on the neck. Not very flattering there, but if you look at my vlog 1, my first vlog, I actually talk about it, and it's really lovely. I really liked that one, and I will do that one again. I think there are a few of the independents who do this kind of top, and I might have a look at theirs, and if anybody can recommend a nice one, a nice sweatshirt type top with nice sleeves, then I'll happily try somebody else's. The next one I haven't made yet. I made one for my daughter, but I haven't made it for myself, and that's this New Look shift dress, and I just think that's a lovely plain shift dress. I may have to make longer sleeves for me. I'm not overly enamoured. For me, being an older person, back wing arms, you know, even they tend to sag down. Not very pretty for an older woman, but for a young girl, my daughter looked lovely in it, and I would highly recommend it. This one actually comes with a bag pattern on it, and this is a New Look 6095. Really a nice pattern. I think it's very popular from what I can gather. That one, you could use all sorts of materials. You could use cottons, you could use stretches, you could use silks, canvas, twill, anything. It's really nice. I haven't tried it yet, but it's very similar sort of thing. It's a Brutha 7580, and I like, it's got a nice jacket, and it's got a nice shift dress. You can have sleeves on. Basically that's what it looks like on the back. It's just basically a jacket that goes out, and that kind of jacket is fantastic to go with any dresses, any trousers. I've over the years I've made that kind of jacket many times, and it's really flattering. I like this dress, the shift dress. It looks like the sleeve, it has longer sleeves, but if you look at that, it's like a t-shirt type dress, and I think that's quite nice. So I will try that one day. I'll tell you, one day you'll see what it looks like, and it's recommended for knits, so it's a really nice one. Should go down very quickly, should be able to turn it around in an evening, and it's Brutha 7580. This is my favorite pattern of all time. I have made lots of these dresses when I was thinner in size, and I think I bought it. This must be about 20 years old, but I'm sure other people turn out the same thing. It's a New Look 6156, and that was the one I always did. I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous, and I think it's a bit like a Betty dress from Sew Over It, and I think it's the most beautiful dress. I'm, as you notice, I wear dark colours, darks to hide the bulges, the bumps and the bulges, and so I used to do this in greens. One day I'll show you one of them. I've always held on to this dress, and I'm planning one day when I do lose weight I will fit back into it, and it's beautiful. It's black with shades with green floral pattern on it. It's really nice. But that, I've tried to see if it's still available. It comes up sometimes on searches, but I don't know if New Look still does it. But it's or even if New Look still exists. But it's 6156. Beautiful dress, and the fabrics you can use it in are piqué, poplin, linen blends, crepe de chine. I used to make mine in crepe de chine. Now I think crepe de chine is I think we've got a modern name for it now. We may still have crepe de chine, but I noticed that some of the names that people are coming out with, like do you know, I can't remember. There's a memory lapse again. Ponte knits. I've never heard of that in all my time of sewing. It's a new name. It's obviously a new way of producing a fabric. We would have called it jersey in our day, but it seems everybody calls it ponte. So I would imagine possibly, I don't hear much said about crepe de chine, but crepe de chine is a bit like a polyester. It's got a lovely flow. It hangs beautifully, and that highly recommend. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people who do the Betty dress say the same thing. It's really nice. That's the back view, if you want to see what the back view looks like, and very highly recommended. The next one, which I bought again, and I haven't got round to making. I'm not sure if they look good on me because I'm a bit bumpy and bulgy, sort of, as I've mentioned. I've got a big bust and a rounded bottom and everything. This is the Macaws 5890. I haven't made that yet. I buy them and then I spend a night cutting them all out and then folding them all back and putting them back in the packet. So they're all pre-cut. They're all ready and cut and ready to go once I've decided to get sewing on them. But this one is rather nice because it has a jacket, it has the dress, it has trousers, it has a little top, and you know, it shows you on this picture, it shows you all the variations you can have, which I think is really nice. It shows it's a versatile pattern, and generally I tend to think that when you're paying as much for a pattern, this one was I don't know what what it costs in England. It says $16.95. I bought it in England, but when you pay as much for a pattern, it's better if you can get something that's got that much in, because you feel like you're getting your money's worth from it. I do feel a bit disappointed in a sense with some of the independents, and I can see why they charge as much, but sometimes they're very pricey for a little top that you know, a little top something like that. You're paying, I don't know how much you pay for them, but I do like the fact that this has got a lot more to it. It says 10, 20, 30 minutes to sew, and so it's an easy one and well worth trying out yourself. Another one, I haven't tried this one. This is I've got a few Catherine Teutons, or the Teuton ones, Marcy Teuton. This is a one I buy in the Sew Today magazine, and in this Sew Today magazine they show you these it's a McCall's, Butterick and Vogue pattern magazine, where they show you their patterns made up in different fabrics, and I actually saw this one made up and it looked lovely. And the one that I liked, I think it was actually that one there that they had made up, and it looked lovely. It really looked nice. This is a B61001. But when I look at the patterns, it's kind of a baggy pocket. I quite like that plain one as well. It's a baggy pocket on one side. It's all higgledy-piggledy, and that's what I like about the Teutons. They tend to do certain items that you just feel like they've mishmashed it together, but it actually still looks quite trendy. So and I thought that that pattern or that one might be quite nice, because it tends to hide the bumps and bulges of the larger lady. So I haven't tried it yet. It's a Butterick B6101, but I shall be doing that one. This is the one I got lately. This is a McCall 7390. I thought that one there, the striped top, was absolutely gorgeous. It won't look like that on me. I know it won't. But I just thought it was really nice, and I thought, again, you see, I've got the back wing arms, so really I shouldn't be making it for myself. But I just figured it would be quite nice to make it. I also like this one here, the view here with the sleeves. That looks like it's been made in a lacy pattern. I've never been one for wearing white lace, but I would imagine it looks quite nice when it's made up. And that one looks as if it could be quite flattering as well. That's a longer length. If I was making that, I'd make it longer. I'd have it down just past my bottom, because I don't like having it sort of sitting on the hip, so that when you turn around you've got this big bottom sticking out. Those are the back view, the front views and the back view, so you can see that. I'll put it to get there for you to see. And that one, that kind of reminds me of a dentist's. When you go to the dentist, they wear things, tops like that, or a hairdresser sometimes wears tops like that. But I still think it's quite a nice one. I haven't tried it yet, but I will be. I'll make an effort and try and make something out of it. Let me have a quick sip of my coffee. It's going a bit cold. This is another one I've just recently bought, a B6418 Butterick. And I saw that again. I saw that one in the Sew Today magazine. I quite like the idea there where it's a shirt. It's all made out of jersey, I think, but along the top they've got lace, an inset of lace, and I thought that looked lovely. Another one, an inset of lace there, and that one was a diagonal inset, which I thought was really nice. So I've got the pattern all cut out, all ready to go. I've just got to find that fabric that I really want to go with it, and then I'll be away. So I would imagine it's an easy facile, so it should. You could rattle that off on an evening. I think you'd rattle that off in an evening. A standard sewer, you know, someone who's not a first time sewer, but someone who's been made at least one garment, should be able to rattle that off on an evening.